Good morning. I hope you are doing well. We are looking at Psalm 3 this morning. So in Psalm 3, I want us to look specifically at verses 1 and 2 and see how the psalmist here is addressing his needs and his fears and his anxieties to God. This is what he says. Psalm 3, verses 1 and 2. "O Lord, how many are my foes? God, I seem to have all these enemies around me. I have all these problems around me. Many are rising up against me. Many are saying of my soul, there is no salvation for him in God." So, hey, I seem to have all these problems around me, and they seem to be telling me, God, that your way is not the right way, and there's no hope with you. But look at what he does. We see him bring his troubles to God. And then verse 3, he begins to reflect on the character of God. And this is what he says. "But you, O Lord, are a shield about me, my glory, and the lifter of my head." So he brings his troubles to God, then he reflects on who God really is in the midst of his troubles. And then verse 5, this is amazing. Verse 5, "I laid down and slept. I awoke again, for the Lord sustained me." So what is the psalmist doing in this passage in the midst of a season of anxiety? He is sleeping. Sleeping. Why? Well, how could you do that? Don't you know there's troubles all around? Don't you know there's so much to be anxious about? There's so much stuff for you to be doing. Why are you sleeping? Well, at the end of the day, he knows that God is in control. He says, it's the Lord that sustains me. I can put my head on my pillow and sleep in the midst of a troubling season because I know it is not my responsibility to run the universe. It is God's responsibility to run the universe. So I can sleep and trust that while I am sleeping, he is working. He's working on my behalf. He's working in the midst of our problems and our struggles and our anxiety. I can sleep because he is at work. So again, this morning, begin to pray. Pray through Psalm 3. And I wonder, as you read it, what can you dig out of this passage to begin praying for our city? What can you pray for in this passage for our healthcare professionals? What can you pray for our leaders who are making decisions for our city and our state and our country? What can you pray for those who are sick and those who are grieving? So just begin to pull out passages and pray them back to God.